Hello. Hey. Hey, Elaine. How you doing? Thank you for coming. Where is my phone? Give me just a second. Hey, Sick Living. Hey, sis. How you doing? Welcome. I thought about you today. I've got to go to your channel because I saw something that you put out, so I got to go check you out. Thank you so much for coming. If you can, share me out. Share me out. Much appreciated. Hey, sis. Living better. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope Mary Rose, thanks for the thumbs up. Hello, welcome. Victorious Cliche, hey sis, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey Derek C. Williams, thank you for coming. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Good to see you, Derek C. Williams. So give everybody a couple of minutes to get in. There's a lot going on. I see a lot of people going premiering and everything. So yeah. Hey Taylor, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. Hope everybody had a great day today. And salute to you, Derek C. Williams. Back at you, my brother. In exercise mode, that is. Hey, you guys, Derek C. Williams put out a really interesting video. Was that Monday? Check his channel out. He had a very interesting video. 7 amazing people in the chat. Thank you so much for being here today. Got about a minute and then I will start the live. Hello, the Miss Yo-Yo Show. How are you, sis? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, Derek C. Williams put out a really interesting video the other day, and I agreed with it. Okay, guys, so we're going to have enough of that. We're going to go ahead and get started. So we did have a few people say that they were going to come up and talk, and I do know that Victorious Lachey, she has agreed to come up and talk a little bit too about vertigo. Um, and I know that she's on a schedule herself, so I will go ahead and get started. So, how's everybody doing? Wyoming Street standing up. Oh, you're too funny. So, how's everybody doing? How was your day? How was your day? Gosh, I can't get myself straight here. Okay, so anyway, we're going to get started and let's go ahead. We're going to talk a little bit about vertigo. You had a great day. Wonderful. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. So, Shay, I don't know what your time schedule is like. So, do you want, let me know when you are going to be able to come up. Are you ready to come up or you want to wait a few minutes? Let me know because I know you're on a time schedule. And I know you were so gracious to come up and talk. So, I'm going to allow you to set the force. Are you ready to come up now? Do you want to wait for a few minutes? Just let me know how you want to do it. Crazy but wonderful day. Yeah. I had one of those days that I went to the store and they normally don't have anything that I need, and they had more than what I needed. So I found myself up, and I said, "Watch me not need all of that stuff. They're gonna have it all year round because God is good like that." Everybody above ground is a good day. I know. Amen to that. Amen to that is for sure. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with vertigo. I don't know how many of you guys know what vertigo is. What's up with vertigo? Give me a few minutes. Okay. All right. Just I dropped the link out there. So when you're ready, just click the link and I'll get you up. I put it out again. So anybody know what vertigo, what happens with vertigo? Has anybody ever dealt with vertigo before? Thank you, Miss Yo-Yo. That is correct. Everyone is welcome to participate. Yes, definitely. Thank you so much for that. I had to get myself fixed. Oh, go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and not show my camera right now because I can't get myself fixed here. But yes, vertigo. Front end agent. Oh yeah, it's going to start talking to me now. Yes, that is correct, Derek C. That is correct. Balance is off the chain, out of whack. And that is the best way of saying it. Taylor, yes, you're balanced. Absolutely. And has any of you dealt with vertigo before? Shamar Moore was in a movie where he suffered from vertigo. Oh, I didn't see that one. Well, see, I'm not a movie person. I don't really watch a lot of TV or movies, but I have to check that one out. I have to check. Thank you for that information. I didn't know about that movie. That anybody else seen that movie? I have not seen it. What's the name of it? I guess I could just Google his name in Vertigo. Okay, Merch, I appreciate it. I know what you're doing. You're good. You're good. So with vertigo, I wanted to say that was one of my first symptoms leading to my multiple sclerosis. But as I thought further and looked back at some notes, vertigo was not the first symptom, but I've dealt with it, and which is what led me to go and get diagnosed. Um, it is dealing with it does deal with your balance. And for one, if just like the definition said, it feels like everything is just going around you, just like going around you, and your balance is all off. So with mine, my balance was off. But what was even more scary was that I could not, I mean, things was just like blurred. It was like off site, way ahead. I thought that children were in front of me at the Walmart, as I said, Wally World, and I did not know what was going on. All I could see is that I had to hold on for dear life with a shopping cart. And to this day, I do not go into the grocery store anywhere without having the shopping cart in front of me. I refuse to use a walker or with the electric chairs. I'm not to that point. And a lot of times it just takes me to just relax and meditate and just put it in my mind to pick up my feet and just keep going straight. But the vertigo is no joke. It is hellacious. And to be put it nicely, it is no joke at all. I'm on a very important phone call. I got you running. Okay, okay, living better. Thank you. Isn't Vertigo an old Alfred Hitchcock movie too? I'm not sure, Taylor. I'm not sure. Maybe perhaps one of you guys can Google that and find out. Yeah, I use the word Google, but the movie thing, you can Google that, but don't Google your health. I'm not sure, Taylor. I would love to see that if it is, because just looking through the eyes of somebody else with vertigo, it's it's serious. It's a serious issue. And not only with mine that I feel like everything was just spinning and then I was off balance, I would go into the mall, for instance, the Mall of Georgia, the largest mall, and they had the actual, what is that called? The flooring. They had carpet here, they had ceramic here, and some were diagonal, some of was like all these different types of shapes and whatnot. And when I go in there, as long as I look forward, I'm fine. But if I am not paying attention and I look down and I see all of the patterns, it drives me absolutely crazy. And then I get really, really off balance because it's like my eyes are trying to catch up with what's in front of me, but it's moving so fast that I can't catch up with it. So, for instance, I'm crocheting this blanket. If this was on a floor, I would never, ever, ever walk on that floor because I would see all of these designs and patterns. It would drive me absolutely bananas. I could not do it. So, Taylor, may I ask you a question? Have you known anybody or do you experience vertigo? I know your situation, but just the synopsis. Are you able to focus without feeling like things are spinning around you? Have you ever had vertigo? Has anybody in the live had vertigo before? So I appreciate everybody that's out here with me today. Please thumbs up the live. Share me out if you're able to do so. I greatly appreciate it. We're going to have a couple of people that stated that they will be able to come up and talk that has dealt with vertigo. And one person is in here already, which is our sweet Victorious Lachey, but she's actually doing she's at work, so she's gonna step off and come up for a little bit. Oh, okay. The link is there. I'll go ahead and drop it again for you so that you can come in. And I see Miss Yo-Yo put something out there too. She said that, hey, Cubs Den. Hey, my niece, how are you? How are you? Thank you for coming. Okay, Miss Yo-Yo said, let's see. Oh, she's had vertigo as well. Okay, Shay, I see you and I'm letting you up now.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for volunteering to come up.
Oh, no problem, no problem. So I'm gonna tell you what happened with me with my Virgo real quickly. I can't see the chat, y'all. How y'all doing this evening? I hope y'all have a great day. So I was like 20, 28 years old, like right after my dad had passed away. All of a sudden, I had started to get like really dizzy. It's just like somebody putting you on what is it, like a very fast merry-go-round.
Work
I
around.
didn't
Yeah.
know where it come from. It would make you so sick. It felt like somebody hit you in the stomach with a football or uppercut you or something like that. I would get sick like that. And I would have to literally ball up in like a fetus position, like just to keep myself from feeling like, because I felt like I was going to fall all the time. You always feel like you're going to fall, right?
Right.
So That happened to, and it would only happen like when I would get like really, really stressed out.
Uh-huh.
And at that particular time when my dad passed away, I did get a little bit stressed.
As you should.
Um, yeah, and it went away. It went away for years. When I moved to Arizona, that's when it got frequent.
Really?
It became frequent, and my doctor explained it to me. My because I for years nobody when I was at home when I was living back in Tennessee, they didn't know what was wrong with me. Oh, we don't know what's wrong. We don't know what's wrong. We did all these tests. We don't see nothing. And they just sent me by my way. By the time I done sat in the hospital, the symptoms is gone. It no symptoms.
Wow.
Um, but my doctor, when I came to Arizona, when I moved to Arizona, the episode happened again, and I just called. I just went to the hospital. The
Uh-huh.
hospital told me what it was, and they drew a picture. I know this sounds crazy, y'all, but they drew a picture and they explained the what vertigo was. It ain't no cure, ain't no medication for it. So you just have to thug that one real out. If you got to be real brave for that one. Ain't no medication, ain't no cure. It's just it's nothing. It's nothing for it. You just have to get when it's over, when the episodes is over, then you go back. But honey, by the time you get done being spun around from the vertigo, child, you want to go somewhere and lay down. You don't want to move. You don't want to. You don't want to do nothing. And what happened was he drew a picture. He was very nice. And he said, this is not common in younger people. This is
Really?
more common. Yep, it is not common for younger people my age. I'm in my 40s. And he said only elderly people get the vertigo. So this is more of a symptom of from elderly. So they was like, I'm like, what the ham sandwich is going on here
I
then?
know.
Child,
I'm not that
what is
old.
yeah, I was looking at him like Chris. I was like, well, what's going on then, honey? Please elaborate. Honey, he drew a picture and told me he had he said, we have these little balls that's in our ear.
Uh-huh.
And if they fall down and they stand on like this hair that's in our ears,
Uh-huh.
and and if they fall down, that's when the vertigo kicks in.
Wow.
So that's why you have to do the exercise. The only thing helps with the vertigo is some exercise. No
Really?
medication. Nope. None of that. They only can give you something for nausea. That's it because you do experience the nausea from that.
Right.
But that's the only thing they can give you for is that you have to do the exercises. So what they tell you to do, make sure because you feel it coming, you
Uh-huh.
know it's coming. And what you do is you tilt your head over slightly. You just tilt it over to
Right.
the right, come back up, tilt it over to the left, tilt it back up slowly. So what you're doing is making those little droplets that fail get back up on the hair follicle. They sit
Oh.
on the top. I would have to literally, because I'm at work, y'all, I literally have to draw the picture and show you what they showed me, how it looks. And
Interesting.
because it's really simple, it's just like lines and little balls on the top. When the balls fall down, that's when the dizziness, the you know the the dizziness, the nausea, the feel like you gonna fall and run into a wall or anything. You got to hold
Right.
on to everything. Yeah, that's where all that comes in. Now let me say this too. This is the reason why you have to be careful with the CBD oil
Yes, please tell us.
because it will activate that vertigo. Okay, just
Really?
like that. Yes, because it does have a little bit amounts of THC in it.
Uh-huh.
Now, you also have to be careful if you like edibles, the fun stuff. If you got the vertigo, it's gonna activate. Okay, I am a living witness of that. So I have learned today. I've learned you have to be careful because again, um, the amount of THC that's in it in the
Uh-huh.
edibles and in the CBD oil can
Uh-huh.
also activate it. That's why you definitely have to see a professional with the CBD oil. Don't go just buying CBD oil out of a store because you see it. You
Right.
need to go and see and consult with the CBD oil because they know how much amount that you need for your body, with your body.
Right.
Just don't go buy it at the store now. Don't buy them edibles either at the store either because again, you have because of the THC in them. Because again, now I learned today with that. I learned I was hard headed and I learned. Okay,
Wow.
as far as the edibles is concerned, because again, somebody had all their bones broken in their body, so they was on a very high um, THC level with the edibles.
Uh-huh.
So it made them sleep a lot. But I ain't gonna lie, when I woke up, y'all, I ain't have no pain for like 3 months. No pain.
Wow. So
But
you
I
had
did not like the experience.
so you had pain with your vertigo too. But before I go, Miss Yo-Yo said thank you for being our speaker. So she reached out to you on that.
Okay,
So
thank you. Welcome. You're
so
welcome.
and hey charities media, thank you for coming. So you had pain with yours too. I didn't have pain.
Yeah,
Unless
I
I was
had
just so
pain.
so used to pain that it just didn't. Because
Y-
once you have
Yeah,
like guys, I go to bed in pain, I wake up in pain to the point that I don't
right,
even know what pain is.
right. So you so used to right. That's how I am too now.
Uh-huh.
Um, but when I took that because I have lower back pain,
Uh-huh.
but when I took the edible because it has so much THC in it, not the CBD oil, but the edibles, that's what I mean. I felt better. I had all this energy. Um, I ain't have no pain, no nothing, girl. I mean, I felt good. Like, but
Wow.
my body felt really good. Um, afterwards. I just slept for so long because my body was not used to that all at once.
Right.
So that's why I
Wow.
said you must consult even when you're doing edibles because they make those edibles and the CBD oil according to your pain.
Right. Because they have the dosage too
Hmm.
involved
Exactly.
with it. Hey,
Yes.
Monaco, thank you for coming. I realize that you're in the background, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you.
So
So,
yeah. So when I now with the vertigo, again, I just have to be real careful. I can't move too fast. I can't twist my head too fast, or it's gonna trigger off the vertigo. So I have to move in slow, like a slower pace or slow motion pace.
uh-huh.
For as when I'm getting up, when I'm moving around, I have to be very careful. I can't, and then plus I'm looking at two computer monitors, so I have to be careful with that as well. That's why I don't hardly come on YouTube that much because I work like 10+ hours a day, and I'm
Right.
constantly looking at two screens, and it's just um, it activates sometimes. Even though I wear glasses, it still activates the vertigo sometimes. So you have
Right.
to be really careful. You have to be careful with earbuds. If you have earbuds in your ear, um, you have to be careful with that because it can trigger the music can be a little bit too loud, and it can also trigger the vertigo to the point I done had that as well happen to
Wow.
me. Hmm.
So you've actually given me some information that I didn't know about vertigo because my instance it happened so quick because when all of those things started happening to me, hello, it's about time now. Hello, welcome. When things started happening to me and it was like a domino effect, I was like, I went right in and I didn't stop until I got my diagnosis. I mean, I was back to back to back. If they said, can you be here at 3 in the morning? Yep. Can you be here at
Yeah.
midnight? Yep. So
Yeah.
mine was but again, my stuff started probably way before I was actually diagnosed too, because some of the things that happened to me along the way happened when I was a younger child. That they just didn't
Okay.
diagnose us back then. So you made an interesting point too, also about it, because you said you have the pain now. When you are, because I believe Byrne was another one. I hope she get a chance to come on. She was one that also said the same thing with me. Patterns drove me crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And everything looks. Do you get the feeling that things are
Strobe
coming
lights.
at you?
Yeah, strobe lights. Too much light. Um, yeah, that's why I always like, even if I'm at work, because I get off like at 12 midnight, you guys time on the East Coast. But it's 9 o'clock on the West Coast. I
Right.
sit in the dark until then. I don't turn lights on. Sometimes the light, I can be sensitive to light. Um, I'm just trying to think of some more stuff because again, honey, is that vertigo is a booger bear. I'm just telling you. Uh, Strobe lights, like I couldn't go to the club because the lights in the club would send the vertigo. It would
Mhm.
mess with me with the vertigo. Um, Anything that's flashing, that would mess with me. Like I said, with the earbuds, I have to be careful with the earbuds
Uh-huh.
because the earbuds will make the vertigo kick in. Um, I'm trying to think of something else too.
Here is some. Let's see. It's about time now. Says that her husband has vertigo, and if his salt intake is more than 1,500 a day, he also gets vertigo if he's in dark places trying to walk. So, guys, this is what I'm talking about when we write our symptoms
Mm-hmm.
down. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is different, and that's why I do these panels because we all learn something different. Because I had no
Yeah.
idea that salt would have anything to do with it, as well
Yeah.
as with Shay. She was saying that her going in the lights, the flashing lights and things like that, or the earbuds. I definitely did not know that about the earbuds because you know your
Yes,
parents
girl.
always say you're going to blow your eardrums out. I never even
Yes.
knew about that. And
Mm-hmm.
Derek sees that I'm in the stock market investor with a few cannabis companies, a gold mine in the making, CBD oil, the edibles, and the likes are a game changer for ailments like this and cancer patients too. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. So by me living in Arizona and the edibles are, we have them here, and the CBD oil, we have them here. Um, I'd rather deal with the CBD oils. The edibles is okay. Again, you have to go and see the doctor at the dispensary.
Right.
You
Yeah.
have to go. Do not, I strongly suggest, do not buy the recreational cannabis. I mean, edibles.
Right.
No. For pain, no. Because they make those according to you.
Right.
They
Now,
do make them according to you.
are you in a state? Because I'm not sure. I know Cali and Colorado is one of the states that okay to buy marijuana.
Recreational?
Period. Yeah.
Hmm.
So you're one of
Not
those.
yet.
Not yet.
Not
Oh, okay.
yet. It's on the ballot for this, for this
For
election
the
that's
election.
coming up.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna pass this time because they lost a lot of money last time.
Uh-huh.
When the president was elected the first time. So they saw that they lost a lot of money. So I think this time they're going to go
It's
ahead
gonna
and pass
pass.
it this time.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It should be nationwide because there's a lot of people that's
Yes,
ill and in pain, and this stuff works wonders for people that's in pain. Uh,
exactly, exactly.
A
Hmm.
Merch said, I cannot imagine. I know. And then here's another one. It's about time now says that he gets vertigo with some movies because of the movement. And I think that's my problem with going to Wally World because Wally World is always busy unless you're going into butt crack dawn or early mornings. But in
Hmm.
sometimes you go into Wally World and you see children, you hear them scream because even noise, which is the earbuds, will tell you that noise bother you too because it's
Yes,
all your inner ear. So
yes,
I can see that with the movies. I can see that with the
yes.
movies. Wow.
Again, that's true. I experienced that too. That's why when I went to go see Black Panther, When I went to the movie theater, because it was so crowded when I went to go see Black Panther, I was sitting down at the very front row where the screen was at, and then trying to look up at the screen. And then I'm right there at the end where the speakers are. I mean, I tried my best to hold it in. The only thing that helped me was that Sprite that I had. The Sprite was calming my stomach down, and I would kind of like look away, look around, and stuff like that, just to give my eyes a rest. And then, sometimes I would just hold my head down, and then I would do the little exercises because again, we was in a movie theater where our seats reclined.
Oh,
So
okay.
our seats was moving every time they would fight or take off or whatever. The seats was moving as well.
Oh,
So
wow.
I do believe the movement does have something to do with it as well because I did feel very sick when I went to go see Black Panther because our movie theater, you could feel every time they would fight or if they would take off and drive or whatever, you could feel it because the seats would shake.
Wow.
Hmm.
You said something else also. You mentioned that they told you exercise, which guys, I'm an advocate of eating right because what we eat has a lot to do with everything. And
Hmm.
exercise, I'm all pro for both of them. But
Uh-huh.
if they would have told me to go out and exercise, I could see a fall waiting to happen. I'm
Yes.
surprised they told you to exercise. See, that's another thing. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you
Exercise was
again, you have to again, I could not bend down like and do, like touch your toes and come back up. I had
Mhm.
to come back up real slow.
Right,
I can't move again, you can't move too fast because again, you will set it off. Like for me, I would set it off.
right.
I would set my vertigo off. I couldn't bend down. I know I have high blood pressure.
Uh-huh.
So I do take my medication. As
Right.
long as I take my medication, I don't have no issues with the vertigo.
See, and that was something else you mentioned too. Now I know for a fact they gave me medicine. I was my situation. I wasn't not well. I was nauseous when I passed out because it got
Uh-huh.
to the point with me, guys, that I actually passed out at work. The only thing I remember doing was I ran into the door frame that I've been in that office for. At that point, I had been there for at least 9 years, and I ran into the door frame, missed the whole, missed that whole big hole. I ran into the door frame and I didn't think nothing of it. And then I went back to my desk, and the next thing you know, I'm like, I'm not feeling good. I'm really nauseous. And then the next thing you know, I just wrote my husband's name and number down because I felt something coming on that wasn't right. And
Hmm.
I slammed his name and number up the landing of my cubicle and told my coworker, I said, please call my husband. And I
Hmm.
passed out. And I don't remember anything after that. All I can remember was
Yeah.
everybody was freaking out. Oh my God, oh my God. I'm like, oh, just remember, do not be in my corner. Y'all were worse. But
Yes,
I did not know that.
absolutely.
So you're not
Yes.
autoimmune though. So stress actually triggered but
Yes,
your
stress
vertigo.
trigger minds. Exactly. So when I get stressed, or if my blood pressure gets too high, then yes, the vertigo is going to kick in.
When you get a chance, if you can find that piece of paper your doctor gave to you, send
I'm
it
gonna
to
send
me.
it to you.
Yeah,
I
email
sure
it to me.
will. Yeah, he drew that. He drew it on the picture, and for years, nobody. And again, I was in the South, and you know how sometimes if you just don't get on them doctors, they don't care. I'm just going. That's how I've learned that since I moved to Arizona.
Right.
Because here they take the time, and plus I'm in a state where it's a whole bunch of retired,
Retired.
people
Yeah.
that come out here, snowbirds or whatever. They
Right.
here, so they knew right away. Bam! They just told me, "Oh, that's vertigo." I'm like, what?
Yeah,
And I
because
was like, "How come y'all knew and they didn't know?" That's the thing in my mind. Like, as many times I've been to the hospital for this, nobody knew what it was. Oh, it's nothing. We ran all these tests. Nothing happened. Oh, we don't see nothing.
see, but you know
They would
what? That's
actually give me a shot.
they gave you a
Mhm.
shot.
Yeah, yes. They would every time I came to the hospital for that vertigo, they would give me a shot for it. I don't know if it was because I was nauseated because you gonna throw up. You're going to vomit with that.
Yeah.
It would make you sick. I mean, don't eat, don't have no food. You're gonna be sick because again, it's just like somebody taking you on a roller coaster ride.
Wow. Because I
Have
was
you ever been? Have you
huh?
ever flew? Have you ever flown? And you know how the airplane go down the taxiway before he descends into the air,
Yeah.
and you know how fast it takes off.
Right.
That's that's it, but just going in circles.
Wow. Wow. See,
Hmm.
that's another thing that I tell everybody with bedside matters for your doctors now. She, Victoriously Shade, lived here in the South. She a homegirl.
Hmm. Hmm.
For the
Yes, I
time that she was
am.
here, she was a homegirl. But
Yes.
she's telling the truth. At most of these doctors' offices, they're packing everybody in, just packing them in
Hmm.
because they money. And a lot of people
Yep,
have
it's about the
insurance,
dollar. It is.
so they
That's why I
rush you
tell
out.
anybody, if you don't feel comfortable with your doctor, by me I used to work for United Healthcare. If you're not comfortable with your doctor, you can always change your doctor. That's him or her losing money. Trust and
Right.
believe me, they want that dollar. They're
Yeah.
gonna do anything in their power to keep you. So if you don't feel comfortable with them, or if you feel like they just not giving you the best care, you can always change your doctor.
Yep. Give them the boot.
Give them the boot. Yep.
You said
Like, hey,
when you get a I'm gonna DM you because I think you
okay,
know somebody that I know that worked at that company too. So we'll talk about
okay,
that.
okay.
But
Yes, yes, yes,
definitely.
yes.
So I didn't even see. That's the other thing. They gave me medication. I'm holistic. So at that time, I would not take an aspirin if I didn't have to.
Okay. Yes.
So they gave me medicine for it, and me not knowing what this vertigo thing was, I
Hmm.
I took it because I was like, I didn't know what was going on, and they said just take a couple of days off, and you'll be guys. I never recuperate. Everybody doesn't recuperate from vertigo, and if you have it, if
Mm-mm.
you recuperate, it's something that's gonna trigger it and pull you right back.
Back. Exactly. So
Now,
you definitely have to take it easy.
right now, it's about
Hmm.
time said. Yes, stress is a huge trigger for her husband to have vertigo. Yeah.
Hmm.
So and of course back then I was under a lot of stress with that job. Thank God
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
there anymore. Thank God. But
Yeah.
that vertigo, guys, I'm telling you, it's nothing like you can get, for an average person that has never experienced vertigo and they get up
Hmm.
and they go outside and they can walk straight or they can go to the mall, they can go on an airplane or a train or anything, they ride around with their music on and don't have any problems. When you have that vertigo, that stuff goes out the window. And for the
Sure
nurse,
do.
they said that. Now, see, here's the thing: how long ago was that when they told you that age? Because now they're testing younger people for it. So I'm
Hmm.
guaranteeing you with our lifestyle, I'm guaranteeing
Uh-huh.
you something else is changing it.
It was like 5 years ago. It was
Yeah.
like 5 years ago they told me what it really was because I was actually driving when my vertigo hit.
Oh wow! Really?
Yes, girl. And
Wow!
I had to pull into because where I was coming, I had to drive into the cemeteries just so I wouldn't hit nobody, and just sit in my car until the episode was over.
Wow!
Because where I was coming from, where I was turning,
Uh
it
huh.
was a cemetery right on the right hand side.
Oh
And when I turned, when I felt it coming. So that's the reason why I just drove on into the cemetery and just parked right there and waited till the episode was over. And then I proceeded.
wow! Now
Because
see,
again, I didn't want to hurt nobody and then I didn't
yeah,
want to get into an
you didn't want
accident.
to hurt
So
yourself.
yeah. Hmm.
Because even like with me now, because like I said, everybody don't always recover from it. Because even like with multiple sclerosis, I have just gone through a flare up, and I have a doctor's appointment coming on Friday. This is a follow up from my
Hmm.
horrific flare up that I just had, and you don't always get 100%. You don't. You
No, you
don't.
don't.
And
I thank God for my doctor. My doctor is just straight lace, no chase. He just give it to you. Cause I told him, look, don't sugarcoat with me. Just go ahead and give it to me. I can take it. I'm a grown woman. Just tell me what I need to do, and that's how it's gonna be. And
Absolutely.
that's how he do. I love my little doctor. I got to go see mine tomorrow. So
Um,
it's just, yeah, because I hadn't been able to get to him. And then again, I just had a flare up with vertigo because my ears, I had an ear infection.
wow.
Y'all, they told me because by me from being from the South and then moving to Arizona to the West,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm surrounded by mountains.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm in the valley.
Right.
And my hearing, my ears produce more wax than the normal.
Really?
That's how they knew I wasn't from here
Oh,
because of
really?
that. Yes. So,
Wow.
girl, I woke up one morning. I kept saying, "Man, you because it give you that my vertigo give me warnings." And so and I said, "Okay, something is going on with my ear. I need to go see about my ears
Wow.
because I couldn't hardly hear." And I went to the urgent care, and they cleaned my ears out. I ain't have no issues in.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Now I would tell you last year, all of a sudden, and you know what? That may have actually been one of the may have been me going through a vertigo flare up because I was just like I'm now, just happy go lucky, just talking and having fun. And all of a sudden,
Mm-hmm.
was it my left ear. No, it was my right ear. Everything is on my right side. My lesions, everything affects my right side. My right
Mm-hmm.
ear just got clogged. It just felt like I couldn't hear, and it was just like when you go on the
Mm-hmm.
airplane, you get the elevation and it gets up, and you start having that popping in your ear. And
Yes.
I was like, something is not right. So I went and do not try this at home. I'm not a doctor, but I do know
Mm-hmm.
some of the things that they do. So I took some peroxide and I poured it in my ear to see if it was something clogging it. And it didn't.
Uh-huh.
It got worse. And when I got to the ER, she's like, "Oh my God, it's red in there. What did you do?" And I said, "I put peroxide." "You're not supposed to put peroxide in there." Well, you do know that that's what they do when you go to the doctor. The peroxide and water is dilated, it's diluted.
Right.
But I went straight
Right.
to peroxide.
I did that with the peroxide myself, but when I did it, when they cleaned my ears out at the ER, that didn't work.
It didn't.
That girl didn't know what the heck she was doing. So I go to urgent care because the urgent care that's near my home,
Uh huh.
they do a wonderful job, and they don't go in there and spray that water directly in your ear because again, that can throw you off as well.
Right.
Water getting in your ear can also throw the vertigo into motion as well. So be careful with your ears and everything. When you washing your hair or when you just cleaning your ears and stuff like that. I had the same thing happen to me with what you had for us the peroxide,
Uh huh.
and they told me don't do that anymore. Just they gave me some kind of oil.
Sweet oil.
It's like yeah, and I didn't like it. I said, you know what? I just pay y'all to come do this, honey, because I
I
can't
bought
do
a
this.
pump. I just bought one of the pumps. Hey Sheila,
Yeah,
Tanya.
I was gonna buy the pump too.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
seen the pump on Amazon, and I said, "Chad, look at this thing."
Get it.
I said, "You know what? I can go to urgent care for free." So the little urgent care that's up the street from my house,
Oh wow,
honey,
really?
I go up. Yes, my insurance paid for me to go to the urgent care for free.
Well, they want you to go to urgent care as opposed to the emergency room too.
Yeah, they got plenty of urgent cares here, girl. I mean,
Yeah.
everywhere you go is urgent care. But I go to Next Care,
Uh huh.
and And like I said, those girls up there, they do right by me. Every time I go, all I let them do is clean my ears.
Wow.
Now, because my doctor wasn't seeing none of his patients due to the COVID-19, because he was running the COVID clinic that they had set up where I go.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
he wasn't seeing none of his patients. So I couldn't wait because I couldn't hear. Hell, I was around here running into the walls and stuff.
I
So
know.
on my lunch break, honey, I went to urgent care.
You have to.
Hmm.
Now they ended up telling me at the ER, they said, "Well, it looks like you have an ear infection." So here's the thing why they don't want you to go to the ER, because it's so many people in there, especially this is during
Hmm.
flu season, and there's so many people in there, and then they're just trying to get you in and out, in and out. So they pulled me in, they gave me this medicine. But first of all, they gave me a shot in my rear Steroids.
That's what they do me too. They do me the same way. That's what they do to me too.
And I
Girl,
was
and then
like,
when I sit down,
no.
honey, I'm jumping up like a tack and I done sat on the dang on tack. Girl, no. They did me the same way.
I always have to tell them, hey, I'm a multiple sclerosis patient. They say, well, the steroids are going to do you just fine. Give me the shot. And then it's like, well, we need you to go see your doctor. But they gave me a prescription for some antibiotics for my ear.
Uh-huh.
And it was like, so go see your T specialist, and you may want to start using it in the other ear because it's going to do the same thing in the other ear. And I made the appointment, and I go see the ENT, and he says, you don't have an ear infection. I'm like, really? He said, no. And he said, this is something you may have gotten water here or something. I said, I did not. He said, did you wash? I don't wash my hair. I don't even comb my hair, so don't even ask me if I wash my hair. That is not me. So he says that it wasn't an ear infection, and he went down. It was water. He used this thingy and put it in my ear,
like
and
a syringe.
Went way down. And I'm mad about that because they charged me, the insurance didn't cover that. It cost me $175 for them to do that.
Oh, yeah, my insurance pays for
Insurance
that.
is this that you got to pay for something that the regular little thing ain't gonna work. You got to go way down in. So yeah, guys, that's why I'm telling you, learn your doctors, know your doctors, write your symptoms down because, hey, Vern, hey, welcome. And thank you, Mo Nicole, thank you. So yeah, Shay, that is you've actually said a lot of things that I didn't know about vertigo.
Oh yeah. I just thank God for my doctor, Italy Strong, because again, I asked questions. They weren't afraid to tell me. He explained to me. I mean, like I said, I love my doctor like a fat kid love cake, honey, because he was just real with it. He told me that usually doesn't happen with somebody my age because I'm too young to be having that. Just like how they said with the breast cancer, you can't get your breasts done till you in your 40s. Child, I was having issues with my breasts when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
I used to literally have to sleep in a bra because my breasts would hurt so much. So even though I done got tested and I'm good with that, um, it's just that when I with the vertigo, I didn't know what it was. Why I was constantly being dizzy all the time, and nobody would give me a straight answer. But I thank God my doctor explained it. I would actually send you the information that he drew for me, and he drew it because I said, "Can I keep this?" Because
hey, I don't blame you.
Yeah, when he drew that, honey, he had his legs crossed. He's so short. Honey, he had his legs crossed. He was up there drawing. I was sitting on that table laughing at him. Honey, child, it was just hard. Girl, I was laughing. It was just so funny. But yeah, he explained to me, he says it's no medication. The only thing we can do is give you a shot for pain. That's it. And nauseation, for you to, because you're gonna get sick from it. You're gonna feel like you have to, throw up. And that's he gave me some pills for it, and then girl, them things put me to sleep.
Wow. I don't
They
remember
just
what
make
they
me
gave
sleepy.
me, but I do know that after I've talked to other people, it was said that you don't really need medication. The only thing you need is some relaxation, and exercise was another one that threw me because I'm like, if I'm off balance, I know daggone well I'm not gonna go outside and run or walk because
My doctor told me it was stress. I need to calm down. I need to make sure I'm taking my blood pressure medicine, directly as directed, and just do not get stressed. Now, I work for the cable company, the tech support. I'm always stressed because these fools always calling about the internet.
Right. Yeah. I've been there, done
So we
that. I
all
did
at
that one
home.
before.
Yeah, so and me constantly explaining to them, and I'm getting stressed out, but I'm going to another line of business, child, after my birthday, honey, because I can't do it.
Yeah, it
I told
will.
them I can't do this. I would take FMLA quick, okay? I strongly advise everybody to get FMLA on their job.
Yep. Take it because I
Been
did.
over your job for a year, apply for it, go to your primary. If you fit even now, because we all at home, pandemic, to raise anxiety,
Right.
in people. Yes, get the FMLA, utilize it. Okay, it's
Right.
there, it's
Yep.
there, and you do get paid.
Yep. I've
You
done
don't feel
that.
like dealing with nobody, honey? Call in and tell them put in FMLA for you.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. That's what helps me get back. Because again, I'm not gonna let nobody stress me out, child. No,
Yeah.
no.
And
So
just remember,
that's what I've been doing.
like we said, we only have one ticker.
Yes,
One ticker. When that
yes,
ticker stops, we
yes.
gone.
We gone. Child, I ain't gonna let you take me out of here. Uh-uh.
No.
No,
So yeah,
ma'am,
you
fam.
be careful
So
with
yeah,
that.
yes. So that's what I do is I can't be too hot, and I'm anemic, so I can't get too hot with the vertigo.
Girl,
I
you
have
all
to,
the way over there in that heat.
but it's air conditioning everywhere you go here. It's against the law not to have AC. I'm so serious. It is against the law to not have AC, and it's against the law for you not to give anybody water. If they ask for water, you must give it. It's
Oh,
against the
really?
law.
Wow.
Yes, because like you stated, it is so hot here.
Yeah. When I
What?
tell you it's so hot there, my sandals melted on the ground.
Oh my God! That's why you know what? I don't go outside in the daytime. Because most of the time I'm working. So even when I'm at work, before I started working from home, I started working from home before the pandemic, and I would leave like early in the morning, like 6 o'clock in the morning,
Hmm.
because I had to be to work at 6:30 or 7 o'clock. I would leave around that time. So what I did was, um, I would always just keep like water in my desk.
Right.
And then when I came home, now right now I'm freezing. I am freezing, y'all. It
Really?
is 101 degrees here in Arizona right now. It
Girl,
is 4:52.
I got on
I'm
flip-flops. I got
cold.
chilly here.
See, I'm cold, but if I open that door, it's gonna feel like an oven out there.
Right.
So, yeah, the vertigo can be a little bit tricky. You have to be careful. I know for me, the stress is what triggers me. So I
Right.
have to, like I say, when I don't feel good, honey, FMLA, I will call in for FMLA.
Wow. I've learned so
Hmm.
much about this, about your vertigo, because again, I could have had pain, but I'm so used to pain that I don't know. Because even when I call the doctor and they're like, what where are you experiencing your pain? What is your pain? What's your pain level? I'm like, I go to bed in pain, I wake up in pain. I cannot tell the difference. I cannot,
Hmm.
because I have pain all the time. And it was like, well, we understand, but where's the pain? I'm like, all over.
Yes,
But for the
that
most
part.
part, it's in my right foot and my right leg, all the way up in my back. My back is just completely out of order.
Yeah, see, mine is too. My lower back is out. That's why they give me that shot in the back and back there in my butt. So
Right.
because of my lower back. Now it helps for a week and then child, it's still hurting again. But again, like when I started with the CBD oil,
Uh-huh.
I mean, I feel like brand new money off the press. I feel good. I don't have no issues. I don't yeah, I don't I'm just not having no issues at
Uh-huh.
all with pain. My knees don't hurt. None of that. One thing, another content creator, I don't know if y'all know her. Her name is Holistic Living Down Under.
Yep.
She's a registered nurse in Australia. She told me to stop eating canola oil.
Stop
When
eating
I stopped
canola oil.
canola oil,
Yeah.
yes, girl, she was like, mm-mm. That's probably why you hurting because of that canola oil.
Yeah. Yeah. What did she
And
recommend? Did she recommend coconut or olive?
yeah, she did recommend coconut.
Yeah, that's what we use, coconut oil.
Seeded oils.
Yeah,
Seeded
grapeseed.
oils, she explained to me. Because I was like, y'all wouldn't believe, I felt like I had gout. When I would walk, it felt like I was walking on glass.
Oh, that hurts. Gout hurts.
Yes. And it felt, I mean, nothing would cure it. Now, only time it would cure when I don't eat eat anything that's cooked in canola oil.
Wow.
So I stopped eating it. And I stopped like 6 months ago.
Wow. Hey, the
No
Crockett
issues,
Way.
no
Hey,
pain.
Lena.
So yeah, I
So,
don't fool with that canola oil no more. Thank God for our holistic down under the registered nurse, honey, because she sure told me to leave that alone. And when
yeah.
I did, I felt so much better with the combination of the CBD oil.
Well, also that anytime that you can use something that you eat,
Hmm.
multi-purposes,
Hmm.
uh, I can't trust it. I can't. I think that was
Okay.
also because they use any that corn oil. That is the one. I'm like they're using that to people are driving using that in their cars in the
Yeah,
Midwest.
I heard about the corn oil. Yeah, I've been know about the corn oil when I was
Yeah.
living in Missouri
So no,
because
I
they
wouldn't
had
be
so
doing
many
that.
cornfields out there.
Right.
Because they the one had the first they was the first one had the what is it E85 oil E85 gas. Yep.
Right.
Hmm.
And see, Derek C. Williams, he made the comment. He said canola oil is genetically modified. GMO, boo.
Yes.
I don't do it.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't do it. He also
So
said,
that's why it's so
like,
cheap.
holler at me.
And y'all would not believe they said use Crisco. Crisco oils is the best. And I was like, really? Because
What?
they said yeah, they said it break down in our system. Canola oil cannot break down.
Oh
That's
no,
why
because
we
I
did
already broke
pain.
down.
Ah, godly. Oh my God.
Crisco, really? Isn't that
Yes, I could not
Crisco is
believe
like
that.
hard,
I
isn't
said,
it?
man, and you know what? Crisco oil is so freaking high. You go to the
Yeah,
grocery store, you finna pay what you weigh with that Crisco for real.
yeah.
And I ain't seen Crisco since I was a little girl.
Hey, Jasmine,
I don't even buy it.
yeah, it.
Not the oil, but the shortening. The
Yeah.
shortening. So that's what they was. But I don't even. It's too hot here to be frying anything. Child, honey,
I
you
know.
step outside, your stomach be deep fried too. After you
So,
ate all that fried stuff, that's why people just eat. They don't go here. We so backwards. In the daytime, we are not out. At night, we are out.
so do
I
you
know that's
know that if you
crazy.
did because even like with Crisco, Crisco, not the one that's in the bottle, the actual one that you scoop out and throw it in the pan. My grandparents used that, and my mother, and they used it to fry the chicken and all that other stuff before. But I'm wondering, and I think, okay, I was getting ready to say, Derek C just put, I haven't used shortening or Crisco since about
No,
1989.
yeah, I hadn't used that. I never used it because I was scared of it. Because when it pop on you, shoot, that hurt.
Yeah. See, we use
Mm-mm.
coconut oil.
Yeah,
I
I
love
love coconut
fried
oil. I love avocado oil. Hey, I seen the Crockett Way come through there. Hey, Crockett Way. Yeah,
Yeah,
I use those oil, but you know what? I just stopped. I don't buy nothing canola. I had to throw away a lot of the spray, like the non-stick sprays.
hmm,
I just had to switch over to olive oil, the non-stick sprays for
yeah,
that because I had it in canola because that was
right,
99 cents. At that time, I didn't know that was causing all the flare-ups and the pain that I was having.
right.
So when
Yeah,
holistic living down under told me what I need to eat, what I that this is what caused joint pains and this,
yeah.
that, and the other, and this is the foods you need to eat and not eat like and then I had to go on to the y'all would not believe. Um I went on to the Arthritis Foundation
Uh-huh.
.org. I went on their website because again my mom had got sick and she was just constantly talking about she's in pain. Her knees and arms was always hurting her. So I told her the foods that she was eating. I forgot the it's called nightshade foods, and the nightshade foods that she was eating, like she loved tomatoes. I love tomatoes. Girl, I eat tomatoes like an apple.
I like them too. We grow them.
Yes, I love them. I wish we can grow out here. Child, we ain't even got no dang on grass. We ain't got no rain. It ain't rain none this summer.
Wow.
No rain.
But your allergies are good over there because that's what they said about AZ is the allergies. You don't get allergies.
No, I don't.
Yeah, they say most people leave. That's why a lot of people, the retired people, go over there because I had a job offer in Tempe, and I almost moved to Tempe, which is a college town.
Yeah.
I almost moved to Tempe, and I didn't take the job. But yeah,
Oh, yeah. You
I
don't
didn't
have to
take the
deal
job
with
because I
allergies
lived
here.
here and
Some
I was
people,
getting up in age, and I wanted to stay
you know
around.
how in Georgia when the seasons change, that green pollen be everywhere. We
Yeah,
don't get that out here
no,
unless now you get it up in the mountains. If you live up there, yeah, because it's grass and trees up there.
right. Yeah.
So I don't fool around up there because again, the last time I was up there, my vertigo acted a donkey, and I ain't been back since. Mm-mm.
That is
Child, I was
hilarious.
yes, girl, I was way up there too. I was at the very top of the mountain, and all of a sudden I couldn't breathe, and
Really
stomach was hurting, and because it's restaurants up there, it's you can people live up there,
gotcha.
but I just got sick. I never got sick before. I was going up there to cool off, honey, because it was hot as fish grease in the valley. Child, it was 115 down here. It's
Wow.
cool up there. It's like 70,
Yeah,
75 degrees up there.
but
And the wind blowing.
that's where the snow comes in up there too.
Right, exactly. We don't get no snow down here, child. When it's hot, by the
Not
time
in
it
the
reaches
valley.
down here, child, it'll melt. It done evaporated in the air because it don't even touch the ground
Right.
because it's
Listen,
just that
Eric,
hot.
you said we may be interested in Vanny Hara, aka the Food Babe. I mostly have switched over more so to organic. It's a bit pricey, yes, it is. Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
But your life is on the line. Pay now or pay later if you judge. Exactly. That's why
Hmm.
I did the vegan thing.
Yeah.
That's why.
So like out here in Arizona, we don't pay, like I told you, we don't pay taxes on food out here.
Right.
We don't. The fruits and vegetables you can get for the low. You can grow mostly like anything. I think you can grow here. It's the citrus fruit. The citrus fruit produced in the wintertime. You
Right.
can grow it here. A lot of people grow it like pomegranates. They grow here. At my job, we got pomegranate trees all around there. They don't even
Really?
pick the fruit. Yeah, they just let it. That's why the flies is extremely bad here. We don't deal with mosquitoes, but the flies are bad here because people let the fruit go bad on their fruit trees. And
Oh,
they don't ask somebody to say, like, hey, call you and say, like, hey, Ethan Strong, look, I got all this fruit. I don't want it to go bad. Can y'all come pick this? You can have it. Pick it, pick what you can. I'd rather do
wow.
that than let it sit there and rot on the tree and then your
Exactly.
house. Yeah, you got some big old horse flies coming in.
Yeah, Derek C said he loves pomegranate. It's a good cancer fighter. Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is. Honey, you can get pomegranates here for $1 all day at the store.
And it's good for your joints too. Let me ask you
Yes,
this.
I eat it all.
I've not tried this before because I'm good in freezing things like my fruits and things. Freeze them.
Hmm.
I wonder if you can freeze pomegranate. Have y'all tried that before?
I
'Cause
have.
they freeze avocado.
Yeah, they do.
I didn't know
Hmm.
that.
Oh yeah, girl, they freeze everything out here too. Yep, they
Wow.
freeze avocados here. You can get avocados and cucumbers. You can get like what 10 avocados for $1. You can get um five or no six cucumbers for $1. If you go to Sprouts,
Right.
if
I
you
love
go to
sprouts.
Sprouts,
Love sprouts.
okay, let me say that. Let me clarify. Sprouts,
Yep.
that's the cheap organic version of Whole Foods.
Yeah,
Then
because
we got Nature Grocers.
they do locally grown stuff too. They don't get their stuff from
Yes,
all
they
over.
do.
And
They actually do.
it's worth the cost.
Yes, they
It's not
do.
as expensive as Whole Foods, but they do.
Right.
Yeah, they have the best.
Yes. Yeah. Because I like the dragon fruit. It is the
Oh, I
best.
love the dragon fruit. Love it.
Oh, girl, I love it too. They make the best smoothies. Good grief.
Now,
Woo.
Derek
Yes.
C, he said you can freeze raw milk, even though I don't drink that. It won't spoil. Try it with a patch. Ooh, no, don't do the milk, boo.
Yeah, I don't mess with milk either.
And Vern, if you in here, do not drop that cow. See,
I do not mess with the milk.
I can't do the milk. Mm-mm. Yes, pomegranate is good for your blood pressure. That's what Taylor says. I think I did a special on that too on one of my lives about the things that the cancer fighters and things like that. But pomegranate is really good. I'm gonna try and see. See,
Hmm.
we don't give it here that much. We don't get
Yeah,
it
they
here.
really good. You should try them. I love them, girl. I like them. Uh, they just the perfect sweet. They just perfect. Those little
Right.
things are just perfect. I love them. I
Yep.
love them, love them. Like I said, around my job, before COVID, honey, we had pomegranate trees all around there. And people didn't eat them because they didn't like the seeds. And I ate the seeds too. Shoot, I like
Yeah.
any fruit that got a seed in it.
Right.
I'm still looking for some
Actually, the
seeded
seeds are
grapes.
good for women because when you have like raspberries, strawberries, and all that, the seeds actually shed all of the impurities out of our body.
Really?
And it helps you when it's that time of the month too,
Uh-huh.
because it sheds a lot
Yes.
of the impurities out.
Because I eat a lot of I eat a lot of strawberries and raspberries because like right now we got raspberries for 99 cents.
Yeah,
You can
they're
get
good for you.
blackberries. I love blackberries. You can get them all day at the 99 cent store for $4.
Wow, wow, y'all got some good stuff.
Yes.
Now let me say this too, guys. Avocados is different all over the place, right? But when you get them
Mm-hmm.
from Florida and California, they're not those little ones that you see in the grocery store.
Mm-mm.
They're big.
No,
They are
they
big.
big. They are big here. You
They
can
are
get the
big. So that's
avocados are cheap here. You can get them anytime.
that and pistachio.
They big. They not little at all, and they always ripe. You can just like spoon them out with the
Yeah,
spoon. You can eat it. It's really soft. So yeah, they are really really good.
yeah, they
They're
have
really
that.
really.
You guys
Hmm.
have
But
stuff over there. You really
yeah,
do.
but I would definitely send you that drawing my doctor did for me, honey, because that was so funny. That
Yeah,
was funny.
my email. You can either I don't know if you can do DM, but you can email me. My email is in my about me section. So I think we got disconnected. So I dropped the link down if anybody want to come up and speak about vertigo. Shay was so great in telling us information, and we've had some people participating. I appreciate you guys participating in the live. It's been great to know some of the things because some of the symptoms that people are talking about, I had never heard of it. I had never heard of, and it doesn't surprise me because I only knew what happened to me, and that was a good. She was a blessing to come up and tell us about that. So if anybody want to come up and talk, I have dropped the link in the chat. If they want to talk about vertigo, what they've done about their vertigo or what they know about vertigo, you're more than welcome to do that. That's why we're here to give these chats so that we can all be aware of our life because we want to live strong, eat to live strong, exercise to live strong. Got to do it. Got to do it. So I thank you guys all for coming in here today. Respect due to eat to live strong. I'm gonna step aside for dinner. Good, Bill. Oh, great. You enjoy your dinner. Thank you so much, Derek C. I appreciate you coming in. You take care as well. Enjoy your dinner. What's for dinner, by the way? Phone died. I figured something happened. Victoria's Lachey, thank you for stepping in up here today. So Derek C said the chat room to take care. Appreciate you coming in and giving your information as well, Derek C. Enjoy your dinner. So it's so much that we are learning here. Again, these are things that happened to me. And just to hear some of the other people that had vertigo, some of the things that they went through, it floors me, but I kind of know that that's what happens. Strawberries are my favorite fruit. Taylor, I love strawberries, but guess what? I'm allergic to them, and I still eat them. EpiPen on deck. Turkey, cube steak, cabbage, and some macaroni and cheese. All right then. I can use that cabbage. Turkey turkey cube steak. Oh, I know what you did. Okay. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Yeah, Taylor, I'm allergic to strawberries, but I love them and I'll eat them. And the thing about it, guys, I don't knock the medical profession. I don't knock the journals that, because I read medical journals. That's me. Um, Call me a nerd if you want to, but I read the medical journals. And from what I heard, that because of course, all my life I've eaten strawberries, I've eaten cheese, I even ate eggs, I even drank milk because I had no choice. You had to eat what Mama put down on the table. I didn't like it, but I ate it, and those things actually, when I went to have my testing done to see what I was allergic to, those were the things that they said I was allergic to: dairy products and pecans, however you want to say it, but I love them. They said I was allergic to strawberries, and I'm sitting there like, wait a minute. All these years I've grown up and I never had any problem. And yeah, I know it's no fun, Taylor. And they were like, well, it's not saying that you're gonna die from it. It's just they're just saying that your body doesn't it doesn't agree with your body. So later on, I did realize that the strawberries don't do it as bad as kiwi, which is part of the strawberry family. If I eat a kiwi, I break out, I get webs all over, my tongue itch, my roof of my mouth, my tongue swells, my roof of my mouth itch. Kiwi is one that I'm not supposed to eat. Strawberry is fine, but I do have some of the side effects, such as I'll break out in little red spots and things like that. But I read the journals, and a lot of the things, truth be told, when we eat anything that our body is not used to, you're going to get an allergic reaction to it because it's foreign to your body. So I think a lot of times people say, like, and now please again, don't knock me for saying this. You do what you do. But I have friends that said that their child had peanut allergies. And I'm like, how could your child have peanut allergies? Well, the doctor said they had peanut allergies. I'm like, oh, so they ran that test, because my husband was a believer saying that once they run the test, you're allergic to everything. But they said that the child was allergic to peanuts. I said, well, how did the doctor, why would they say that? I said, well, the thing is, I think they're testing people too soon for things, number one. And everybody's not anything that you put in your body that you've never had before, it is foreign. Your body is going to try to fight it, which means that you're going to have a reaction to it. So a lot of parents don't introduce their children to certain things. And if they did that, maybe that's why it never bothered me, because my parents introduced me to milk and eggs and cheese and butter and all that other stuff as a child. And I had no allergic reaction to it. But it's something on that test said that I'm allergic to it. But I didn't have any problems with it. And they said, well, they give you the test and it may say that you're allergic to it, but you may not have that allergic reaction where your throat is going to close up, or you're going to start getting hives and things like that. So I am one that says that if they tell you you're allergic to it and you've eaten it all your entire life, we had pecan trees in our yard. It was a known fact that for Christmas, the holiday, oh yeah, we're gonna have pecans. We're gonna have a pecan pie. We're gonna have pecans. We're gonna pick them up in the yard and we eat them as we go. But they said I was allergic to it. They even said I was allergic to walnuts. And I'm like, no, that is not true. I've been eating this all my life. Taylor says, really, I didn't know kiwi was, yeah, kiwi is part of the strawberry family. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I had no idea until I started researching it. And sure enough, they said it's part of the strawberry family. And I was like, wow, that one did. I said, now, if they would have told me I was allergic to kiwi, I'd have been like, okay, yeah, I know, because I break out. But they said strawberry. Hey, Jasmine, welcome. Yeah, I am one that I believe what the doctors say. I do. But I want to do some research on my own. And because I know for a fact that things that they said I was allergic to, there was no way in the world I was really allergic to it, because I ate it all my life. But that's, again, because my parents introduced it to me early in my life. So again, anything foreign, like say for instance, you've never eaten calamari before. And when you eat it, You start itching, or you break out, or you just start getting sick because it's foreign to your body. You never, or you run into the bathroom. It's foreign. That's the allergic reaction you had because it was foreign to your body. Because your body has antibiotics that's supposed to be there to fight and protect you and ward off all of the things that are foreign, and that's what happens. So, not a doctor. I'm not telling you to disobey whatever your doctor tells you. I'm just telling you how it worked for me. And I just introduce myself to things differently because I know for a fact that yes, it may tell me that I'm allergic to it. I'm going to try it. Got the EpiPen on standby. And if it does, then that lets me know, okay, well, I just tried it. So let me try it again. And if it works for me the next time, then I know for sure that I'm okay because I've introduced my body to something different. So, anybody else out here that has had any issues with vertigo that you want to talk about? Anybody want to come up on the panel to talk about anything that they have had problems with as far as vertigo is concerned? Because we learned a lot today. And I'm telling you, I had half the stuff that they said I did not know because it did not happen to me. We're all different. We are all different. We all have the same structure, may not be in the same shape, but we're all put together the way God put us together. We have two eyes, hopefully. We have the nose, we got the two ears that work, hopefully. We have the mouth, the fingers, the toes, hopefully. So we're all different, but the same. So thanks, everybody. Thank you for the people that are still hanging in the chat with me. I appreciate the 9 people that still hanging here. Make sure you guys give me the thumbs up. Share me out if you can. No biggie if you can. I understand. But I have dropped the link and I'll drop it again if anybody wants to come up and talk about vertigo, even if they didn't have vertigo and never knew about vertigo. If you want to come up and talk, you're more than welcome to do so. So yeah, with vertigo, it was something. It was horrible. It was horrible. Thank you, Taylor. Taylor says they agree. Yeah, yeah, it is. And again, I'm not telling you to go out and defy your doctor or even, something that you have had problems with before in the past. Just know that it it's a way of life. It doesn't always happen that way. So most of the time, the doctors do what they can, and I'm not knocking them. Nurses, my hats go off to my loyal people that's out there trying to help us. So I don't have a problem with it. I just do read. I don't know if anybody in here actually read medical journals. I do, and that was part of my studies. I had to read the medical journals. I had to. I was part of panels. I've been on panels before where they would talk to me about certain things, and they would ask me the questions. The only thing that I'm afraid of, and I had to back away from it because I was this close to taking a new medication for multiple sclerosis, and I'm like, I can't. I can't. I love myself too much. I'm going to just deal with what I have. So I don't know if anybody else has ever been on, and they pay good money, but it's not worth me going out there trying it and then down the line, oh yeah, you're going to lose a finger or a toe or maybe, God forbid, get cancer or anything. So Taylor said strawberry kiwi smoothie is one of her favorites. Taylor, I actually love kiwi. I really do. I just hate that and here's the thing though, Taylor, I will say this. It may have been because your fruits and vegetables come from different regions. This is why I try locally grown. But we don't grow everything here in Georgia, just like you don't grow everything in Texas or, Cali or some people in Cali can't get the things that we grow here in the South. Collard greens, things like that. Because even like Shay said, they don't even have soil to grow some of the things. That's how I don't know how the heck they grow pomegranate and avocados and pistachios in those areas and they're plentiful. But things in different regions have different reactions. And I, for a long time, ate kiwi. It didn't do, I bought them. When they came out, I would buy bags of them and I would eat kiwi. But then I ate this one particular brand and it bothered me so badly. So I don't know if it was maybe because it was from Jerusalem or from China, or I don't buy it from there. If it was from wherever, but it just did not work for me. I don't try many. To see, Jasmine said I don't like trying new foods because I don't like the texture of food. See, Jasmine is a texture girl. I'm a texture girl too, to a certain extent, but I'm a texture girl. It took me the longest to even eat pears because I did not like the texture. Now I love pears. I love it. So all my life, for over 40 something years, I never liked pears. And then in 2006, I took a liking to pears and I love them. So yeah, Jasmine said it. Yeah. So you don't try any new foods at all. So Jasmine, let me ask you, so you don't try any new foods. And if it was something that smelled good and the aroma was good and everybody is liking it, you still wouldn't try it? Not even a spoon? What if we put it in a blender and mix it all up for you? That's what I used to tell my niece. I'm going to put it in a blender and mix it all up for you. How about that? But yeah, just different places where we buy things from, it does have it does have an effect on our body. And that's what I'm really actually I am going to try kiwi again. This but I think that it was where the region I bought it from. Now, truth be told, I don't really know where kiwi grows. So I have to research that and find out. But I'm thinking it had something to do with the region where I bought it from. So I'm going to try it again this summer. So, guys, it's wrapping up on 8:21. And this was really a great live. It's always a good live when we're all learning something. So I appreciate you guys coming out here to hang with me. So did anybody have any other questions or concerns about vertigo? First, I wanted to find out anybody in here that has vertigo or had vertigo other than Shay, Victoriously Shay. Anybody else in here? And then there was one other person that their husband had vertigo. Anybody else out here has ever experienced vertigo or had vertigo? Or knew somebody that had vertigo? I've known quite a few people that had vertigo. Oh, Sheila has. Okay. Did you have vertigo, Sheila, or you knew somebody that had vertigo? And if you had vertigo, did you ever fully recover from it, or are you still dealing with it, or is it something that you? God, I cannot get the shirt straight. Um, is it something that you had, or did you recover from it? Yeah. This OCD is coming out on me. This shirt is driving me nuts. uh, whew. So Sheila, did you have it, and did you recover from it 100%? So guys, I'm going to keep it running for a few more minutes, and then I'll go ahead and we can raid somebody, or if you want to just move on somewhere else, that's fine with me. Um, I'm just out here to support and give you guys some information. I do have a video I had it in the doc. Okay, so Sheila had it in the doctor. I guess the doctor gave her something. Sheila might, from StreamYard, we're delayed. So I'll wait and see what other information come up before I talk about it. So I'll wait for you to put your response in there, Sheila, before I continue on. Does anybody have any content that's coming out soon? I have something that's going to come out on Saturday. So Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday is going to be the times that you guys see me. Um, But if you're putting anything out, I know Living Better with Style just put out a video, a tablescape. She was in a collaboration. Okay, I see. Okay, now I see what you said. Sheila said the doctor gave her some eye exercises. Okay, did you fully recuperate from that, or do you are you is it like an off and on thing? Because I know with multiple sclerosis, just as well as you do, we don't ever recover 100%. So I have an unboxing that's going to come out on Saturday, and if anybody's putting anything out of video or going live, just let me know. Vern has a live that she's got coming out. I want to say it's Monday. It's a collaboration type that she's doing. It's called "Lose the Weight, Gain the Cash." I think that's what it was. But it's something about you lose weight and you save cash. So if you're still in here, Vern, I think that's a good name too. Lose the weight, gain your cash. So yes, but let's see, Sheila, you said yes, but I'm waiting for the rest of your message to come through. Okay, we're letting Jasmine up. Thank you, Jasmine. You're on stage. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, Jazz. Okay, you're coming in and out. Go ahead. I see you here. We're way behind. Are you there, Jasmine? From time to time, I still experience vertigo. Okay, okay. So you're like me, so you didn't 100% recuperate. Okay, Jasmine, I see you there, but I think the connection is not strong enough. I can't hear you. So we've got some technical difficulties. In case you guys don't know what I'm doing now, I am crocheting. So, Jasmine, I can't hear you. Okay, she stepped down, so she'll probably come back in. Uh, Jasmine's been having some technical difficulties, so um, afraid everything goes well over there in her state. So I just dropped the link back down. It is now 8:28 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yes, I do have a video that's going to come out probably Saturday. I might try that one Saturday afternoon. It just depends on when my analytics tell me that it's the best time for me to drop that video. So just be on the lookout for something from me Saturday. I'm going to have the post available so you guys will see it on the news feed in YouTube, but that's what I'm going to do for Saturday. Anybody else putting anything out that you want to share? Now is the time that you can do so. I don't have a problem with you putting your information out there. I'm not a growth stream, but I do like to support everybody. So if you want to put that out there, you're more than welcome to do so. Um, I have to check because I think the Crockett Way, not the Crockett Way, yeah, the Crockett Way put a video out with Baby Girl. It is the sweetest video ever. So check her video out. She had a woman to baby talk, a woman to woman talk with Baby Girl, and it was the sweetest video. The whole time I was looking at it, my mouth was wide open because we seen this baby grow from infant to a 1 year old, and she's the sweetest child ever. And she was communicating with her mother, and it was just the funniest thing. And then when she ended it, she said bye bye, and she said bye bye, and she was just like her reactions were just priceless. So guys, check that video out. So I do know that she had that video recent. I think it was yesterday, um, and I'm not sure, Jasmine, if you put anything out. I don't even know if Jasmine is still on. I think we lost her. 'Cause I don't see her in the chat. So, but anyway, guys, anybody have anything else that they want to talk about? Because it is now 8:30. What I will do is go ahead and we can keep it going, or we can go to another channel, or you guys can go on your own because I know everybody's time is important. So just show of hands in the chat. Do you guys want to raid somebody, or you want to just go on your own? Oh, by the way, A Merch Beauty, she had a premiere at 8 o'clock today. So please go check her video out. She put out a video, very nice channel. She's a good friend of mine as well, and she puts out really good beauty blog videos, and she does a really good job. So go check her video out. She had one that came out at 8 o'clock today. She premiered. So if you guys want to go check her video out, you may do that. That would be appreciated. I'm sure she would love that. And Sheila, do you have anything that you're going to try and get out, a video or anything? So I see 9 amazing people in the chat. And I'm crocheting. Crocheting is getting my mind, getting me calm. I will try a new food if it smells good, but even if it tastes good, but if the texture is off, I won't eat it. What is something that you don't like, Jasmine, that is I'm finally off the phone, sis. I'm so sorry. Oh, no problem. No problem. Living better. You're here now. We're good. We're good. Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope you'll get a chance to listen to the information that Shay did a really great job, and I wish she'd have gave you her cash out too. So Jasmine, what is something that you would try if it? What are some of the things that you won't eat because of the texture? It's like I told you, I don't do the. I didn't do pears, but I do that now. My mom cannot stand bananas. Okay, so you have something, but it's not ready. Okay, Sheila. Okay. Let me know when it's ready because I'm going to tell you, sometimes we don't all get notifications. That's why I tell anybody. That's why you guys notice that I sometimes will send you guys a text message if I have your number, or we put it on the Instagram to let you know when we have video content that's coming out, because we don't always get the notification until it's oftentimes too late. So when you do get it ready, just let me know so that I can be on the lookout for it. And then we'll make sure that we come and support you on your video. Living better. We learned so much about vertigo today. It's actually I learned a lot from myself because a lot of the symptoms that people had, I had not heard of it. I had not heard of it. So, oh Lord. Oh my goodness. So yeah, living better. When you get a chance after the live, give me a call so we can chat. Um, oh, you're welcome, A Merch. And you know, I had you, but I did not say anything. So yeah, and we'll talk about that too. So yes, go check her out. She did something. Like I said, Living Better just did a video, a tablescape. Go check hers out. My girl A Merch Beauty just did a premiere at 8 o'clock. She was so sweet to stay in my channel and put her things on hold. But she's a sweetheart. I appreciate you doing that. And Jasmine normally does things. Wait a minute. Today is Wednesday. Jasmine normally put out a Wednesday video. Jasmine, did you put anything out? I will I have content out. Oh, okay. Her internet is not working. Bless her heart. So she's going to put her content out once her internet is up. In case you guys didn't know, where Jasmine lives, she had a really bad storm over the weekend, I want to say, and they've been without power and no, not power. They were out of power temporarily, but they've been out of internet and cable since the weekend. So prayer for her that they get their services back up because they spoil us with technology, so they need to make sure they keep it up so we don't be without, right? So I appreciate you guys if you say a prayer. And while I'm talking about prayers, guys, please keep my family in prayer. Um, my sister-in-law is she had a stroke, and her daughter found her in the bed. She don't know how long she was out. They rushed her to a small town hospital because they're in a smaller town in Louisiana. They rushed her to the hospital, and they could not. They were not equipped to help her, so they transferred her to Alexandria, Louisiana. Got her all the way there, ran some tests, and found out she had bleeding on the brain. And they were not equipped to help her there. So right now she's in New Orleans with a neurology team, and she's having surgery. So keep my family member in prayer for me, please. Also, I'm not going to say much about any of the other situations that's going on, but just keep my family in prayer. Um, Thank you so much for the praying hands. So it's always nice to be around a group of prayer warriors, and I appreciate you guys. I love you guys so much for that. Um, but yes, we are coming up on 8:40, and I just need to find out. I would love to stay on to 9 o'clock. So if you guys want to sit here and chit chat for the next 20 minutes, that's wonderful because I got 10 people in the chat and I don't want to shut my chat down when I have 10 people in here. So that's awesome. I'm glad you're here. Speaking of, and I think that a lot of you guys have heard me complain about iMovie. And I called the Apple Store today. And not only, I'm not the only one that's having problems with the iMovie, but also several of my friends that have iPhones. And I love my iPhone, I will say that. But several of my friends that have iPhones, we cannot answer our phone with just holding it up to our ear. We have to answer the phone on speaker or plug the phone in. Now, I did tech support for phones. So I do know that was one of my at-home jobs that I did was tech support. And I did all the tech support that I could on it and couldn't get it to work. And yeah, I worked for Apple too for a minute. And Apple called in and they were like, we don't know what's going on with your phone. I said, oh, I know what it is. Y'all have put out 3 new phones since I got my iPhone 10 and y'all want me to buy another one. But you know you got the wrong one. I won't do it until it just completely stops. I don't go and buy those phones every time they come out. I used to, but I don't now. And it was like, we don't know what's going on. And I think a lot of the stores are still closed. So you would have to send your phone off and all that other stuff. So there is if you're in the Atlanta area, there is a store in the Forum in Norcross that specializes in Apple products. So I'm going to take my phone up there and let them work on it and see if they can't get it fixed. And they are, I forgot the word, but they're approved through Apple to do it too. They didn't close down for the COVID-19. They are still open. Once they opened up the states, they opened that. So I'm going to take my phone there and see if they can't figure out. Because what I get when I try to upload my videos to my YouTube, it tells me I don't have enough space. And I know, oh, well, I got enough space. Caused me to have to delete a lot of my videos and pictures, and I got an external hard drive. But thank you, A Merch. Thank you. You don't eat. That's right. You told me you don't eat pancakes. What's the texture with pancakes, though? It tastes like bread. What's the texture on pancakes that you don't like, Jasmine? Or you just don't like the syrup? I love pancakes. I can do without a waffle, but I love me some pancakes. That waffle, those lumps and things, I can't do that. I and I'll eat I, French toast. I would do French toast until I found out that French toast actually had. Hey, Container Co-op, thank you, Crop. Hey, welcome. Thank you for coming. I would eat. I would eat French toast until I found out how it was made. Container Crops, we're just chit chatting right now. We had a great live. We talked about vertigo, and you're more than welcome to talk about vertigo or anything that you feel comfortable with talking about. Do you know anybody, or have you ever dealt with vertigo? And if you did, let us know, how did you recuperate 100%, or how did you treat yourself for vertigo? You haven't had that issue at all, Amer? God, which one do you have? Do you have the 10 or you have the 11? But my friend that has the 11, she has the same problem. They're gonna make me go pull my 4 out because I still have every one of my iPhones. They're gonna make me pull my 4 out and get busy. I cannot stand the fact that it just bothers me because I get all that. Oh, I'll tell you something else it did. I did my iPhone. I did a video, perfect video. And it was one that I cooked and I was eating. Now, of course, I've eaten all the food. And then the next thing you know, I go to look at the video, no sound. Let's see. No, I haven't. I just saw you and stopped by. This is my second channel. Hey, Chef and More. Hey, hey. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. You have something, Chef and More, that I was gonna look at, that you recently put out, I think. So I will check when I get off the live to see what it was, because I think it was something you put out. So I appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. But yeah, my iPhone, it'll make me pull that 4 out because I did that whole video, which meant that I had already eaten everything that I cooked. Well, not eaten, but you could tell that I had eaten off the plate because it was all messy. And it didn't have not one sound. So I had to do, what did I end up doing? Voice over. And nothing like trying to get voice over on something when you're saying, I'm eating the potato chip, but you're really actually eating the sandwich at that time, right? I was so mad at that iPhone. I didn't even put the content out. I was just that mad. I was so mad. But they've been telling me since, what was that? It was before COVID that I started having the problems with it. It was like in February. And they kept saying, well, we're going to get somebody over in technology. I said, I already did all those steps. So go ahead and have them call. All that to find out, right? All that to find out that they still to this day haven't called me. So they made an appointment for me tomorrow. We'll see how that works. Love them long time, but I can't deal with it. They actually, Chef and More, I had there was one of the mukbangers that did a video. She did a awesome video, and her phone messed up on her, and she had this extravagant meal. I mean, it was beautiful, and the food looked so delicious, and she was eating, and she got through with it, and then she went and played it, and the sound was gone, and I was like, oh my goodness. And she ended up having to do a voiceover. She was so mad. I said, I'd be mad too, because that food looked so good. And she could not, she had to do the voiceover. Jasmine, I'm actually completing this huge throw that I made. I started it last year, and then I realized that I wanted to make it bigger. So I just bought more of the yarn, and I'm just adding on to it. Oh, you have the 11. So my friend has the 11 too, and she has a lot of problems with hers too. But just like with a car, they tell you every so many cars you're gonna get a lemon. So I guess I'm in my iPhone 10. But I got news for them. I'm not going to turn that phone. I'm not going to get another one. Even though my insurance on my phone through my credit union will pay for it, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait because the minute I do it, they'll come out with another phone. They'll come out with another one because they come out so frequently. So I'm not going to do it. Thank you. Thank you. It's so warm too. It is so warm. I made it for my couch, but then when I realized it wasn't big enough to put on my bed, somebody takes it off the couch and bring it upstairs to the bed, and then I'm in the bed and I'm like, how did my blanket get up there? So I said, let me just make one. Let me just go ahead and add on to it. So I'm making it. I've got this left in the black, and then I have another big bundle of this one. And then by the time I finish, it should fit the top of a king size bed. And I'll be finished with this by the weekend. Yeah, by the weekend, especially if we have to travel out of town, which we will be traveling out of town. This is my husband's birthday is this weekend, and looks like instead of us going up to our cabin, I'm gonna have to go to New Orleans to check on our sister-in-law. So that'll give me a chance to crochet because I don't drive. He doesn't let. I can drive. He doesn't want me to drive, which I'm like, okay, that's fine by me because I'm either gonna read a book or crochet. So I do both just to keep him from falling asleep behind the wheel. So yeah, it is a big one. It's pretty big. Yeah. But it is so warm to the point that because when I would use it last year on the couch, it would be so hot. I would kick it off. I'm like, this is too hot. It's too warm. But it's pretty. Thank you so much. I love it. I like the way it feels too. It's so comfy. It's plush and comfy. So yes. So guys, we got about 10 minutes left on the live. I'm gonna hang in here till 9 o'clock. And then we'll be good. Hey, anybody have any ideas or suggestions about what we should talk about next Wednesday? Because guys, I go live on Wednesdays. And it's always something pertaining to health and nutrition. And since we talked about vertigo this week, we talked about CBD oil, and that was before. And I'm trying to figure out what I want to talk about this coming Wednesday. So I'll pick something out of my list of symptoms that I endure with multiple sclerosis. So I'll pick something out unless you guys want to talk about something else, another symptom or something else. That's awesome. I'm trying to learn how to crochet, but I can't get past the first row. My sister, she is lover. One of my sisters, she's self-taught herself because I don't have patience. And I was trying to get her to make the granny square. And she could never get a square. I'm like, where are you missing that turn? Where are you missing? And she could never make the square, so she don't do the granny square. I'm like, that was the first thing I learned was to do the granny square. And so girl, Chef Moore, go to YouTube. It's a lot of videos out there to teach you. Because even stuff that I don't know how to make, I go to YouTube and I find it and I do it. If you know the stitches, you can follow those YouTube channels. You can follow them. But my recommendation is to do a granny square first. Pick your color and just do your granny square. My other sister, she can't. She was gonna make a scarf because I made her on my intro. There is a section about me crocheting, and one of the things that I crocheted was a cow, and I made her one, and she's like, I'm gonna make me some gloves and something else. I said, okay, Miss, don't know how to crochet. You can set yourself up for failure. And she couldn't get it. And I tried to teach her. That's what I have been doing. My squares are more like crooked rectangles. My sister, it's when you get to that corner, you do the double crochet 3 times, 3 double crochets, then you do 2 chains, and then you do 3 more double crochets. That's how you make your corner. So, and then you do your double crochet all the way to the next corner, and then you do 3 double crochets, 2 chains, 3 more double crochets, and then you do your next set of double crochets all the way to your next corner. So it's all in your corners. So if you do the 3 double crochet, then your 2 chains, and then chain one 2 times, and then 3 more double crochets, and then chain one at the end of that. It's the third double crochet. You'll make that corner. My sister can't do that. No matter, I had a yardstick and she was crocheting. I was like, "You're doing it wrong." But yeah, that's the key is your corners. When you get to that, when you do that last double crochet before you get to that corner, you chain one, then you do 3 double crochets, chain two, 3 more double crochets, chain one, and then start doing your double crochets all the way back around. So you get to the next corner. Try that and see if that works for you, because that's where it is. It's in your corner. That's why it's not squaring off. And I even told her, I said, you could do a scallop too. The scallop is really pretty. Looks like a shell on the end. So that's another pretty one too. Yeah, let me know if that works for you because it's really easy. It is very easy. So, Jasmine, did you ever finish uh, Too Soft for Me If I Eat Pancakes that are made for oats, applesauce, bananas? Oh, because of the way you do it. You can buy the vegan flour though, Jasmine. You don't have to do it that way. Okay, great, Chef and Boy. Thank you. Good luck on that one. If you can't, grab me on Instagram. If you need me to demonstrate it for you on Instagram, I can demonstrate it for you. Because I'm using Granny Squares too, Chef and More, to make a mood blanket. And they're actually Granny Squares, but they're rectangular. They're not square. They're rectangular. So I'm doing that to make a mood blanket. And what I do is I pick a color, each mood, like happy, sad, mad, angry, whatever, and pain. And I would do a square how I feel that morning. I would make a granny for that. You're welcome. And the mood blanket is gonna be pretty because it tells when I finish it. I'm gonna do it for 1 month and see what my mood's like for that month. I started it. I'm starting it on October 1st again. I did one last year, but I gave it away. Um, I left it at my doctor's office so that he could show it to his patients when they come in and they were like, "What's up with this blanket, Dr. L?" And he's like, "This is one of my multiple sclerosis patients, and this is her mood blanket, and this is how she felt for that month." And that was a really good one. And I'm doing a temperature blanket too. I've been working on that temperature blanket over a year. Uh, I'm tempted to just start it all over because I started it in September of last year and I stopped because the weather would never change in Georgia. It was always red. I'm like, I don't want all this red. And see, it would be perfect because today it was kind of chilly here. I'm like, man, I could have changed the color. So, but I start projects and depends on how dedicated or if I needed to do something for somebody, then I'll finish it. But stuff for me, I'll finish it whenever. It's like a book. I have a book in every room in my house. And where am I? Like I'm in here now in this room. I may pick up the book and start reading it in here, wherever I left off. Then I'll go into another room. There's another book. So I read books all over too. Yeah, I can't wait till I show it on my YouTube channel. How it turns out. I'm not my channel on this channel because this is relaxing to me. But I definitely do other projects. I'm doing a project now. I'm embarrassed to even tell y'all. I've been working on this project since, let me think, um, 25 years. 25 years, and I have not finished that project yet because it's called stained glass. So it's all these little granny squares, and it's different colors, and it looks like a stained glass on a church. And once you put them all, once you make all of the squares, then you sew it together, and that's the stained glass blanket. And that one will fit my king size bed. But it's been 25 years and I haven't finished. I started and put it up. Yep, 25 years. When I finish it, it's gonna be awesome. I am so embarrassed to say, but yep, 25 years. I have another one that's about 24 years. It's a big granny square with a flower in the center. And again, you make all those squares and you knit them together. The only thing that I finished that was such a big project was my mom's Christmas blanket. I made the peppermint blanket, and that's on my intro video. It's a peppermint blanket, and that one took me about, if I put my mind to it and do it, it'll take me about maybe 3 weeks to do that one. Because of the red and the white, and you have to change the color and all that. Yeah, that's a long time. I hope I live to see me make it. Because I haven't picked it up in a long time. I keep saying I'm going to finish it. Who knows? If I can get to the cabin and stay up there for get snowed in up there, then y'all definitely make it and finish it. but but for all that other stuff, it's I don't know. It's just it's a pretty blanket. It's very pretty, and when I make it, I know I just need to do it. I just got too much going on. I got too much going on to maybe if I took the time to do it, I would succeed with it. I might try it. Might give it a try. So, but anyway, guys, we are at 8:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So at 9 o'clock, I am going to shut the live down. So I have to tell you in advance, thank you again for coming. You are all such a blessing to me. I appreciate you guys coming. Did you guys want to raid anybody? Because nobody said anything. Anybody want to raid? Anybody want to raid? Because there's 10 people still in this live, making me not want to shut it down. 10 people still hanging out with me. I'll just let it go. I'll keep it going. My mom taught me the granny square, the other thing I learned from YouTube. Oh, so she taught you the granny square and you learned everything else from YT. Wow, what's the most complicated pattern that you did, Jasmine? I want to say that the peppermint blanket was a very complicated one. But then I made a hat last year and that thing looked like I would not give that one to my worst enemy. That thing, I'm like, I took it apart 5 times, still didn't get it because the author on YouTube put it out and she missed the step because 6 months later, I went out there and she had an update. I missed the step. I'm like, I could have been wearing this hat last year. So I think the most complicated was the hat that I made and the peppermint blanket. But now the peppermint blanket, I've made so many of them now that it's easy. Easy peasy. So I'm doing one in each color. You know how the peppermints come in like red and white, lavender and white, yellow and white, and green and white. You know, you buy them in the bag and they have all those colors. So I said I bought the yarn. So I said I was just going to do all of them and just give them away. I am making a BBBBX. Huh? What are you saying, Sheila? I'm not getting that. So I'm gonna make all of them, and then I'm just gonna probably. I went to Etsy and I sold them on Etsy easily. This one lady, I told her that I had just taken an order for the peppermint blanket, and the person had already paid me for it. I said so I wouldn't get yours out before Christmas. This was last year, the year before last, and she said, "What if I pay you double what she paid?" I'm like, "Okay, she really wants this blanket." I said, "Okay, I'll do it." What I did was I made the blanket for both of them. I just pushed it instead of all night crocheting. My fingers were so swollen and raw from all that crocheting. But she paid me double. I made almost $800 off that blanket. It was worth that. She said she was gonna pay double. And see the thing about Etsy, you have to pay up front. You can't just say like eBay, you make it and then sell it. And then people have an opportunity to return it. Because I made some stuff and I put it on eBay. And
It's
eBay
9 o'clock.
was like, somebody put a message on one of the things that I made that she complained about. And I got it back. I went ahead and accepted the thing back and gave her money back to find that she actually wore the item. So I had to go back to eBay and say the lady wore this item. There's no way in the world that I sent this item out like that. She wore the item and then she returned it. And how do I know? Because I can see, because with yarn, when you stretch, you can see where it's been stretched. And of course, no problem. Of course, the smell, it had her scent on it. So I ended up throwing it away. eBay gave me my money for it and banned her from my channel. So I'm like, who does that? So that's why I was like, I'm not doing eBay anymore because it's too, they believe the buyers instead of the sellers, and I'm like, I don't have time for that. So Etsy is my only way I'm going to do it. Is I send it through Etsy and they buy it. So once you buy it, it's yours. You just have to make sure that you get a good report and good reports on everybody. Because when she did that, I was just absolutely aggravated by that. Okay, so we got 8 people in the live stream now. And guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and shut this live down because I have to go and finish cooking. I'm cooking dinner for the next 5 days just in case we leave to go out of town. We will, I'm almost positive, either if we go to the cabin, we'll have food already made. So I'll just take it up there to the cabin. Or if we have to go to visit my sister-in-law, we'll get back, the food will be ready. So I'm going to go and finish cooking for the next 5 days and put them in the refrigerator, freezer, and whatnot. And I will see you guys on Saturday for my premiere. I'm going to premiere my item on Saturday. And I will see you guys on Saturday. So thank you guys again for coming and hanging in. Now look at the numbers up now to 9. Oh my God, I hate to let this go. I hate to leave with 9 people in my chat. I really do. Okay, so we'll stay in the chat for a few more minutes until I see the numbers drop down below 9. If it drops down to 5, then I'll come. There we go. We're at 8. I'm below. Go down to 5. I'm getting off. So I'm telling you in advance. I'll have something out on Saturday. It's pre-recorded, so it'll be out on Saturday. And then I'll be back again on Monday. Somebody playing with me. It's back to 9. Oh, this is James Money. Hey, James Money, 615. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for coming. We're just chatting. I'm actually getting ready to shut the live down. And we had a conversation today on Vertigo. So I appreciate it. I haven't seen you in a minute. How have you been? How have you been? So we're down to 8. Once we get down to 5, I'm going to shut the live down. Love you guys a long time. Eight people. And you guys never said if y'all wanted to raid anybody. Do you guys want to raid somebody? Or do you guys want to go on your own? Because I do have one channel that I'm going to. Candy C got monetized, so I'm going to go over to her channel and pay her some love on her monetization. So if you guys don't want to raid anybody, we're down to 7. So I'm going to raid. I'm just going to go to Candy C. Back up to 8. Hey, Pam Money. How are you, sis? How are you doing? Welcome. So glad to see you. Yeah, we were just winding it down here, Pam Money. We were just sitting here chit chatting now because we did a live on Vertigo. Do you know anybody that has vertigo, or have you ever experienced vertigo? And if you have, did you ever recover fully from it? Good night, Sheila. Thank you for coming again. I'll chat with you. I'll call you tomorrow, and I'll chat with you tomorrow. You have a good night. You're welcome. Yeah, you're getting a smile out of me. Got a doctor's appointment on Friday, y'all. I don't know what he's gonna say. Hopefully, it's all good news. I know it will be. I just don't want to change my medicine. That's all it is. Oh, okay. Well, good. You don't have to deal with vertigo, honey. It ain't no joke. It is no joke. Yeah, we did. Victoriously Shay came up and spoke, and of course we had some people in the chat was talking about the different symptoms and what they went through and what flared up their vertigo. And I actually learned some things too because it was things that I'd never heard of. And it will, yeah, it will be. Yeah, it is going to be a good one. So yeah, so the live was really good, and I normally don't promote people to watch the lives after the lives because 2 hours is a long time stuff. But if you want to go back and check it, you may do so. But it has a lot. Somebody said that um, when their husband had vertigo, and anytime they were in the lights, the vertigo would flare up. He would have to walk in. He couldn't do anything in the dark because vertigo would flare up. If he had more than 1,200, I think she said 1,200 or 1,500 grams of sodium, he would have a flare up with um, vertigo. Also, yeah, I think it was very informative. So I've learned a lot on this one too, because normally I'm like giving out all the information and things, but I actually learned some things today on this one. So yeah, definitely give it a check. Check it out. So, um, but other than that, I don't think anybody want to raid anybody. So that's fine with me. I'm going to go and finish up my food for the week till next week because we're going to be hitting the road. So, are you going live? You went live last night and I missed it again. So, are you going live again? When are you going live again, Pam? Living Better was in here too. I think she may be gone out too. Yeah, I am to go live right now on Wednesday. I'm back at work. Oh, okay, gotcha. So I will. Do you ever put it? You put yours on your community tab. I do know that because when I do see them, I see them come up. So what I will do is just um, look on your. Just be more um, aware. Try to go out and see when you're going live and things like that. Because I miss your lives. You have your lives be jamming, especially with the food. Or when you get that super chat, your dance. Thursday maybe, but I'm not doing something special. Okay, okay. So I'll just be checking and looking out for Thursday tomorrow. That's tomorrow. Yeah, don't get me all mixed up because I forget the days of the week. That's my biggest problem. I forget the days of the week. So Thursday maybe. So I'll keep a lookout for it, and if I see you out there, I'll, of course we'll come in. So now we got 9 people in the chat. They're doing one of your numbers, one of your situations with Pam. You try to get your chat closed, then everybody keep coming in. That's all right. I'm good. Oh my god. I'm just not gonna be dancing on my live. Maybe in the beginning, but not in the end. Jazzy the coach said, hey, Pam. Pam Money with a big money bag. So, that's for real, though. I'm going to try and keep this up a few more minutes, but then I'm going to have to run because I got to get my dinner cooked for somebody to come running through the door. What's my dinner? Really? Um, I hear them coming upstairs already. I should have locked the door. I should have locked the door. They're coming up ready to eat. All they have to do is just go in the oven. The food is in the oven. They could eat that. They just got to finish the rest of the stuff. All right, guys. So it's 8 people on the line. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down because I do need to go support my family's stomach. So I appreciate you guys for coming. Again, please remember. LOL, my phone will put a emoji every time. Lock, say lock the door. Yep, I'm gonna lock the door on them. But then all you'll hear is knocking on the door like crazy people. But anyway, just please keep my family in prayer. My sister-in-law is probably under the knife right now. She had bleeding on the brain. They had to transfer her to 3 different hospitals because in the smaller towns, the hospitals are not equipped to handle certain situations. So she's been on a journey. She's been on a 3-hour journey trying to get in the ambulance to where she's at now, which is in New Orleans. Keep my family in prayer that she will um, make it through this. And yeah, that's hard. She had a stroke, and then other things happened. So if you guys could keep my family in prayer, I would appreciate it. And I'm gonna go ahead and get off the live because I do need to make some other phone calls as well. So I will see you guys. I put something out on Saturday. It's pre-recorded. Thank you, Pam. And then on Monday, I will do another video on Monday. And then on Wednesday, I will go live. And I don't know what my topic will be on Wednesday until I put my video out on Monday. So normally my Monday video gives me an idea of what we're going to talk about on Wednesday. So if you see my video on Monday, then you know exactly what we're going to talk about on Wednesday. So I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I really do. Uh, hey, D&D Dining. Hey, sis, how you doing? There's number 10. So I appreciate you guys. I hate to get off with 10 people in my live. So y'all gonna sit here and watch me crochet for at least 15 minutes. So, but yeah, I definitely hate to do that with 10 people in the live. Woo. DMV Dining Diva. Have you ever dealt with vertigo or you know anybody that's dealt with vertigo? And if so, did you fully recuperate from it? That's what we talked about tonight. And then we're just like chit chatting right now. We're trying to kill time. I was trying to find somebody to raid, but um, anybody wanted to be raided. Nobody wanted to go through with a raid. Do anybody know anybody that's out there now that we can raid? Because I'm talking to you from StreamYard, so I don't have it up on to see anything. So if you guys want to, do I have any mods in here? Yeah, Pam and Jazzy. Do y'all know anybody that's? I know Candy C is live right now, but it's her monetization party. I don't know if you guys want to do that or whoever. If you want to find somebody to raid, we can go ahead and raid them. I have no. Yeah, DMB dining. Yeah, it causes you to be very unbalanced, very. And I learned so much about it tonight because I have vertigo, but I heard some other uh, things behind it that I was really shocked. I was very shocked that I was like, wow, I didn't know all of that went on with it. But yeah, it was very informative. So, anybody? Do you guys want to rate anybody? 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 Because if not, I'm gonna go ahead and shut the live down. So we got 9 people in here now. I'm crocheting. So, hey, Wendy, how are you? How are you? Good to see you. Uh, I never did. Dining Diva. I never did. I never fully recovered from vertigo. I never did. I still wobble. I still have to hold on when I'm walking to. I'm not going to do a cane or a walker or those electronic things in the stores. I don't do that. I just hold the shopping cart. But if I go in certain places, it doesn't do good for me, especially Wally World when there's a lot of people. So I never recovered from it. I never did. And then, of course, with multiple sclerosis, I wobble anyway. So it never, yeah, it never did anything. I never recovered. It did not, well, let me just put it this way. When I was diagnosed with vertigo, like a year later, I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, which that was because of my vision in my eye. I lost my vision through multiple sclerosis, but I gained it back through the high dosage of steroid. And I just actually came through a flare up, maybe about, because my appointment is on Friday, so it's been about a month, and I'm still not back to normal on that one. And I lost my vision again. I'm only in my right eye. I lost my vision in my right eye. So it did not affect my vision, but it definitely affected my balance. Yeah, double whammy. Yeah. That's why I was like, yeah, vertigo is a symptom of multiple sclerosis, but it's actually a lot of other symptoms too that I have to deal with. But the vertigo was what I thought was the first symptom that I had leading up to multiple sclerosis, but it wasn't, because I used to fall all the time, and um, we used to, me and our coworker, we used to laugh and say we trip over air because we would fall a lot. She had a symptom too. Something else was going on with her. Yeah, thank you for the prayers. Thank you for that. So, Wendy D, when you get a chance, hit me up on Messenger, please, ma'am. If you're still out here, Wendy D, please. I'm gonna be getting off in about 10. At 9:30, I'm gonna get off, guys. So at 9:30, if you can call me shortly afterwards, Wendy D, I need to talk to you. Yeah, Dining Diva. Yeah, it does. It's but some of the people in the live tonight, they talked about some things that I didn't even know. One person said that if you wear your earbuds from your phone and your radio, your music or whatever, that could cause vertigo. One lady said that her husband, if he eats so much salt, a certain amount of salt, over a certain amount of salt, he gets a vertigo flare up. And somebody said that the same lady said her husband cannot look at the movie, go to the movie theater because that and watch the big screen does something to his vision. I can't, when I go into the malls, if the patterns on the floor, like if you see this pattern here, I could not walk on this. I cannot walk. If this guy straight across, if it's not, I'm going to fall. So yeah, but Shay also said that, firstly, Shay said that the doctor told her that it's normally for people that are older. But I think now younger people are getting it too, only because of, yeah, like earbuds and things like that. Too much TV. You see that? I don't watch TV. I turn the TV on when I go to bed just so it can put me to sleep. I'm not a TV person. I don't go to the movies either. Yeah, but she did say that the earbuds was something the doctor told her would do it. I was like, wow, I didn't know that because I was before they made it a law that you can't. You had to be hands free. Period. I used to wear my earbuds and talk on the phone, and I didn't even know that it was illegal to drive with both of the earbuds. And so you got to have an earbud out so you can hear what's going on if there's an ambulance or something coming, so you can't hear both of them in. So you get a ticket for it. I didn't. The police was nice. He said, "Oh no, I'll let you go. Don't do it again." I was like, "Okay, I won't." So yeah, but I didn't know that. There's a lot going on with vertigo. I did not know some of the things. There is. I did know that there was. I knew that they gave me medicine when I first got it, but I think it was because I was nauseous. Shay had hers because she was in pain. I never had pain with my vertigo, and I don't know if it's because I've always had pain. I go to bed in pain. I wake up in pain. I'm addicted to. I mean, I'm immune to pain, so I never know. I never know. So yeah, but that vertigo is no joke, and more people are getting it and being diagnosed with. That's why I think more younger people are getting it too because of the earbuds or the environment. Because like she lives down in the valley in Arizona, and she said that when she goes up in the mountains, it really hurts her ears, and she feels it coming on. And then she said she has more earwax uh, with vertigo, and because of where she is, she's in oh God, what is it called? She's in Arizona, but she's when she goes up in the mountain part, she gets more earwax in her ear, and she has to go and get it pumped out. I was like, wow, that vertigo is a mess. So, but anyway, guys, we're at 9:22. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the live down. I'm not going to rate anybody. I'm gonna go over and say hello to Candy C and drop her a super chat. And then I'm calling it quits for tonight. I'm gonna finish my dinner for my family. Hubby's birthday is on Saturday. Saturday, I think. Whatever the third. It's a third on Friday or Saturday. On Saturday. His birthday is on Saturday. So I gotta go finish all that up for his birthday and everything. So again, guys, please keep my family in prayer. My sister-in-law, and I will see you guys on. Again, I have something coming out on Saturday. It's pre-recorded, but it's a unpackaging that will be out on Saturday. And I got to check my analytics to see what's the best time. But I will put an announcement up on my community tab, and then on Monday I will be doing another video, and we'll see. And that will tell you what the topic's going to be about on next Wednesday. So each time it'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I appreciate you guys for coming out. Wendy D, if you're still here, please make sure you reach out to me on Instant Messenger. And I see you guys next time. Love you long time. Thank you for joining me. Bye bye now. Thank you for coming. Y'all usually have music playing, but not this time. But I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you so much, Dining Diva. Thank you for the prayer in the heart. Love you, girl.